Good morning, good morning. It's time for another early morning with Debbie, and I have a very exciting product to share with you that is new. Let me just readjust here, getting set up to show you how these beautiful new stamping polishes coordinate so beautifully with our plaid plates that came out this season. So we have color shifting polishes. These are semi-sheer polishes that are absolutely fantastic for layering and so much fun, so different. And let's jump in. These are the first 4 that we are releasing. Yes, there will be more because these are just so fantastic and fun to play with that I had to have every color I could possibly get my hands on. So let's jump in and I'll show you how these look when we're stamping. Let's start with one of these creamy guys over here. And I think we're going to use probably a combination of the 2 plates because I'm just going to kind of freestyle these plates. I'm not going to use the multiple layer ones to do the pre-planned ones. We'll just kind of freestyle it, which I always find fun, sometimes a little risky, but because they don't always go together, but that's okay. We have a clear stamper, so you don't have to start over. You just have to maybe do an extra lift here and there, but it's usually not that big a deal. Okay, so we're gonna start with this plate here. Let me just adjust things a little bit. Pop that guy up there. We're gonna start with this one. And how is our focus here? Put my hand right in front of the camera. Okay, there we go. I think that's gonna work better. We're gonna start with what? With these guys, number 11. And this is plate C84. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take probably 1 each of these colors, 1 each of 3 anyway. The first 3 I have sitting out here, no particular order. And that is what we are going to scrape and place. So scrape. And it looks super sheer, but don't worry. Don't worry, once you get it on, then you can see the magic. Look at that. You can see the blue and the red and the green coming through there. And because they are semi-sheer, they work so beautifully for the plaid and for layering flowers as well. So 2 more colors here. Pick that guy up. And boom, over top. And you can see where the colors intersect, that you get that layered effect where the shadowing at that intersection is darker, the way it should be for a proper plaid. Without having to hand paint it, which is kind of nice. Okay, now I'm gonna use this guy down here on the corner. And let's do, I don't know, this one usually shines over green. It's funny, when you're looking at it there, it's blue. Now it's green, like a teal aqua. So it has that really cool color shifting effect. And that way when you've got it stamped on as well, as you're moving your hands around, they change. It's just so pretty. Now let's put this guy on here too. I'm just looking right in the center there because I want this crisscross to kind of land in that open space. Give it a push and a wiggle. And there we go. Isn't that so pretty? those different, just kind of shifty colors, crisscrossing. Just gorgeous. Love the way it moves in the light. Okay, let's do another one. That was over top. What am I working on here? Chai, I believe. Yes, number 098 Chai from KoKo&Claire. It's gel polish. And what are we going to work on next here? I'm going to do a darker one. Let's grab this guy. So this is Comfy Jeans, number 180. Again, KoKo&Claire gel polish. I am a retired nail technician, so I'm always drawn to work on gel polish and cured products. But you can also do this over top of just regular nail polish. Absolutely. Okay, so this guy, what do we want to do for this guy? I want to use this other plate here and these 11 and 12 here. We're going to use those on top of the blue. So let's go with this guy. So this guy, if you look at it there, it's like a deep kind of purpley blue. It almost shifts to pink down there, but it's almost red, like a pinky red. Really beautiful. Actually, let's do that for all of them at the moment. So this one looks quite coppery red, orangey almost, to a very beautiful golden. There we go, catching that different color. And then this one, it looks aqua, and then dark kind of cobalt blue. This guy, kind of a burnt orange to a yellowy, there's almost a green tinge in this one. So they're all just a little bit different. Okay, now you've had that tour. Let's go ahead and, what's this guy? This guy's blue. Let's stay away from the, well, I guess the blue would probably work on this guy too, wouldn't it, really? We're going with the number 12 image on here, and I'm using SCO1. Pick that up like so. And now I want to get, if you go there, you're barely going to get any. So I'm just going to go off to the side just a little bit to get a bit more of the image onto this almond-shaped nail. Tap that guy down there a little bit. So there's our first color. And now we'll go with the image right next door here, number 11, and let's use SCO4. Clean off my stamper here. Just got my sticky pad off to the side to clean off. I'll bring that into frame here in a sec. Okay, lifted up that guy. Now I'm gonna turn it so that I've got more options here with placement, because I just want to crisscross these. So I'm aiming just for the center of the larger open space here of the other color. Oh, wow. Oh, over top of that blue, it is so pretty. Okay, I want just a fine line of gold in here. So let's clean this guy off because I'm just kind of leaving it pool down here, making a mess. Okay, so let's grab this other one, SCO3, which is kind of golden as well. Now, do I want my crisscrosses to go this way or this way? I'm thinking maybe I want one to come down here and then one to go through there. So let's go ahead and lift just a single line and SCO3. When you're lifting lines like this, you have to be deliberate. You have to, when I lift the next one, I'll show you what I mean. You have to go in and just kind of own it. Now, hold on. I feel like I've done the same color. Nope, this is the one I want. And I'm gonna pop it right there or there. Let's go there. I wanna see it. Same thing with putting it down. Once you decide where it's gonna go, you have to just go in and place it. If you try and roll it in, you're gonna get a really wobbly line. Same thing with picking it up. If you hesitate, it's just gonna look wobbly. So let's go again here with now one of the sideways ones. You could use either because we're just using portions of it, so it doesn't really matter. I literally just put it over top of one of the lines. So scrape. Now when I lift, see how I just went in and did it? And you get a really nice straight line that way. If you roll slowly over top, it's just gonna be a wobbly situation. Okay, so this one I just want to crisscross right there and go kind of right through the center of all that. And just give that extra little bit of depth to this tartan or plaid. Love that over top of the blue. And you can see how those colors change as you move it in the light. So much fun. And so many options. Let's do one over something a little bit lighter. So we've got a little twinkle in behind there too. And let's use these skinnier lines over here. And we'll use them in conjunction with, maybe these guys. So much fun to plan. Although, sometimes the plan goes a little bit sideways. If the two images don't necessarily separate in the right way, what am I trying to say? If they're not spaced to kind of go together. That's why when Carly built these, she did these with numbers to coincide with the plans, so that if you're trying to make something very specific, that it's easy to do. Easy to follow, but it's so much fun to play with it and just kind of experiment and see what works. You have to be willing to lift one and maybe not use it, put it to the side and go again. Okay, so let's just stop blathering, Debbie, and do something. Okay, I love doing these when we use a bunch of different colors. So here we've got 4. I don't know if they'll all fit on the nail, but we're gonna do all 4 colors anyway, just for giggles here. Okay, ready to go here because I'm scraping this way and then boom, get in there and just quickly roll over top. Grab them all. Oh, look at this. They're all gonna fit. Yay. Nice long nail. So we're gonna see each one of these here a little bit when we get them on, even on that tip there a bit. Now, why does it feel like there's a bit missing? So here it looks like there's a tiny bit of a void. So I'm gonna come with some leftover here and lay that down over top, just to fill that in. Perfect. Okay. So now let's do the same thing with the up and down ones. But we'll go with the skinnier up and down ones. Okay, so let's use that guy. Maybe this one. and this guy. No right or wrong way to do it. That guy picked up. I don't know if we're gonna get all three of these on, so which ones do we like better? I think these two on the left. So let's go just off to the side slightly. When you decide where you want it, get in there, get down. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so now we want something skinny to go in between those guys. Honestly, you could leave it just like this because it's really pretty. But why would we do that? All in. All right, let's go. I think this guy will intersect nicely. Let's get it lifted and see. You can see that I'm pushing too hard on the tips and I'm actually cutting my jelly a little bit. You'd be amazed. I've been using this one for this particular jelly for a very long time. It really doesn't affect the pickup or the put down, but just be careful if you're working on super sharp nails because you can split the jellies. They are delicate. Make sure that's dry. Okay, I want this guy. You could also come in with a solid color too if you don't want to use all sheer. You could, a number 51, my favorite, of course, would be really pretty in the middle of that too. Okay, so this one is so delicate, but you know what? I do want to clean off the bottom here, just in case I have to go up or down a little bit. Get in the center. Let's go down. Just aiming for that middle one, watching the one right above it. Give it a wiggle. Because we're over top of a glittery base, kind of don't see it as much. That would be a little more striking over top of a solid base. I'm just gonna come in with a little bit of my lines here because it didn't quite make it to the edge. I had leftovers, so that'll do it. You look carefully there, you can see it. You can see it a lot more in person, but I wonder, why don't we matte this guy and see if that brings it out a little more. What am I working on there? That is Moonglade 524. I'm going to use matte top coat here. We'll see what that does to our finish. Sometimes it is so fun to put matte over something shimmery or glittery. Still looks shimmery and glittery, but it just, I don't know, it just does really neat texturizing. Changes it a little bit. Okay. And we'll give that a cure and see what it does. I'm excited to see if we can see that shimmer, that really fine one that we just put on there. It goes matte really quickly. That's a really neat look. I like that. Yeah, that little shimmery line. It's there, but it's kind of lost with the glitters in behind. So why don't we do that again? Same kind of deal, but we'll do it on a flat nail so we can see the difference. Let's put that where we can see it. Okay, so let's do it on this guy. And what is that? That is Foxy Fig. Number 264. One of my faves. I love purple. I love these gray purples too. These just kind of smoky, taupey. Oh, so many pretty colors. It's hard to pick, honestly. Stand in front of the KoKo wall trying to decide what to use. I want to use them all. So many pretty colors. Okay, we'll stick with this plate and do the same thing we did here with that last one. Okay, with the same, similar colors anyway. Let's do the thinner lines. Let's do the thinner lines just to be a little different. All 4 colors again. Why use one when you can use them all? All right. Notice how I don't wait. Once I scrape, I get in there and get it lifted. Just because you know that the second that you scrape that, things are starting to dry. It's nail polish. Okay, there's our first one. And let's use these up and down ones here. Oops, I need some cotton. Okay, I am going to use the thicker lines. Now, as I recall last time, we only got 2 of them on there, so let's go with, well, let's bring on a bright one here too. Those golds show up so nicely on the dark color. And let's go right in the center. Oh, wow. That is really gorgeous on the purple. I hope you can see it on camera there. You know, when we have the jelly on it, I just cleaned that off. It's like it magnifies it. Brightens it up even more. You can see it better. Okay, so now let's grab these singles and do the same thing. Oh no, it was this guy. Hold on, I'm back. We're not doing singles, we're doing this. Number 7. So many to choose from. Focus, Debbie. Okay, make sure that's dry, especially with how fine all those are. Gonna get right up to the top. Lift it immediately because that is a super delicate image. Okay, aim right for the center of those squares that we just created. Get there and give it a push. Oh, wow. That is spectacular. Oh, I think the purple's my favorite. All those different shifty colors. So much fun. All right. Well, those are all ready for top coat. So that is what I will do next. And I'm probably gonna play with some flowers too. Get layering some flowers and have some fun with that. So when you give these a try and post anything, please tag us. We are so excited to see what you create. Thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you again in the next video.